Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and this video is going to be a pickups video. I'm going to do the video on an overhead shot downstairs. But before I do that, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's commented on the last video that I made on my channel updates, talking about the fact that I might have to reduce the amount of videos I do. And the reaction to that has been fantastic. The comments have been absolutely unbelievable. I will be answering them all, and I just want to thank everybody. I want to take a bit of time out in this video to say I really appreciate that. When you're putting something out like that, you don't know how it's going to get received. And I wasn't putting it out for sympathy or anything like that. I was just putting it out to say, look, this is the way the channel's going at the moment, and this is why the videos are going to be taking a bit of a, they're going to be less is more, I hope. And the reaction that has been absolutely amazing, so I can't thank you enough. And I really hope that moving forward, I'm able to do my one video a week, well, hopefully a few more. Who knows, but I'm not going to set my goals out to be too unrealistic because, as I said, when the fatigue kicks in, there's no way of doing a video. But at this point, I just wanted to say a big thank you to all of you. So those comments and those sentiments have really made a big difference, and I can't thank you enough. So let's get on with the video, and once again, thanks. Cheers. Okay, so first up from 88, I've got this, Seed People. Now, I've heard that this has been out by Vinegar Syndrome. I've put this out, and I've heard of this title before, but I've never seen this film, as far as I know. But what I do know is when I saw this one, and it's released by Full Moon Pictures as well, I think all their stuff is brilliant. I've got a lot of their stuff on 88. It's great to see them releasing some more stuff by them. And of course, when I saw that price tag, I thought, yep, that's a no-brainer. So there's the synopsis there. Also a little bit about what you get on here. I've had this, actually haven't opened it yet. I've had this for a couple of weeks. But lovely hard case, lovely presentation this. And like I say, when I saw it for $14.99, I thought it was a bit of a misprint because these are the ones that usually go for about $16.99 now. Even $16.99 would have been a good price for it. I don't think that sticker comes off. I think that's kind of on the box, unfortunately. It doesn't feel like it's going to come off. So nurse, Barry scalpel, please. Thank you very much. Just be sure not to get yourself, have a finger missing after this. Okay, let's see what this is all about. I'll see if it's got reversible art. What I will do is, though, I will put screenshots on this. I haven't checked this one out yet, so I don't know what the picture quality is like. So I'll have to put this on retrospectively. Probably put the screenshots on and give you a little bit of some text writing to say what I thought of it. So in here you do have a poster, it looks like. Yeah, poster. Does it have reversible art? Yes, I'll put that on. There's a reversible art there. It's a lovely cover, that. There's a cast there, 1992. I thought it was earlier than that. Like I say, I've never seen this before, so I haven't got any idea about it. But I do know that when 88 put out stuff like this, I usually find it really entertaining. This smells incredible, by the way. It's a great poster, that. And there is this new artwork there, which is equally as good. So that's Seed People, totally blind buy. But with 88, I usually have a good experience when I buy this stuff. Great presentation, this. Really nice, really well done. That's Seed People. Next up is Pale Rider 4K. These are £20. You cannot grumble with these. I know it's you only get your 4K disc, but still, these are classic Clint Eastwood films. And I will be collecting, if any of these come out like this, I hope they're going to release a lot more in this fashion. Just a 4K, you get your film, which looks incredible. I'll go more into that in a minute. And yeah, that'll do for me. It'll be a really good way and a cheap way to collect these essential Clint Eastwood films. No reversible art, obviously. And there's the 4K disc. So when I put this one on, bearing in mind that I'd heard great things about the other two 4Ks apart from Dirty Harry, I thought, yeah, this could be the best of the lot. But when I put it on, it looks fantastic. It really does. But it didn't look as good as I thought it would. I thought that it would look better than Dirty Harry, but it doesn't in my eyes. But bear in mind, I haven't watched any of these fully. I've just put like some scenes on and took some shots of them, and thought on that basis, that's what I've done my thoughts on it. I've seen this film back in the day, and part of the story is to do with gold mining, so there's lots of water running, so you get a great soundscape on it. I honestly thought it was Dolby Atmos the way it goes, the way the sound is on it, but I've got to say that this looks spectacular. Although at this point I would say that Dirty Harry was probably the best out of these two, so that's Pale Rider. Next up is The Outlaw Josie Wales. So I've got the 3 recently released 4Ks from Clint Eastwood. This is 1976, 1999. Honestly, price tag, you cannot grumble that in the slightest. Worth every penny. It's an 18 as well. I was quite surprised at that. I saw this film a long time ago, but I have no recollection of it. So put this on thinking, have to compare it to the other 2 to see what I thought of it. Is it the best one? And I've got to say, when I put it on, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I thought Dirty Harry was outstanding, and I did say that Dirty Harry is one of the best 4Ks I've ever seen. Well, I'm going to push that to one side because this thing here is utterly insane. The quality of it, I've never seen nothing like it. I literally couldn't believe what I'm seeing. Now, bearing in mind, it's 1976, it's a Western. Should it look this good? Possibly not. But is this directed by Clint Eastwood as well? It might be. I'm not too sure. I know he does direct quite a lot of his films early on, which I didn't realise. Either way, it looks stunning. It's one of the best 4K. I know I'll say that again. I will say this is one of the best 4Ks I've ever seen. So if you want to get a cheap 4K, and I'm sure that these will come down in price and go into a sale pretty soon, these are well worth picking up. I mean, the Clint Eastwood, so you've got that going for it. They are great films. I'm so eager to watch these again. I was going to watch them with the Debs. I don't know if she's so much into the Western ones, but I'll try with it. But they're a bit long, so maybe she might not be wanting to watch them anytime soon. Unfortunately, probably Dirty Harry's the best one I've got to watch that she would want to watch because she likes cop dramas and things like that. Highly, highly recommended, and the quality on this one is stunning. We'll just double check to see if it's Dolby Atmos. No, it's not Dolby Atmos, but it certainly sounds like it is. No, hang on. Dolby Atmos. What am I looking at, man? Yeah, that's my eyes. So we've got Dolby Atmos on both of them. I knew the Pale Rider sounded great, especially with the water, but this one here sounded equally as good. Can't wait to watch these two. So next up, if you remember my halfway to Black Friday sale items that I picked up, I'll leave a link down below if you haven't seen that video already. There was one title that was missing from that package, and the Vinegar Syndrome, I've got to give credit to them, they sent it across to me. So the one I was missing out of there was this one. The Films of Doris Wishman, The Daylight Years. I've got to be careful with this one because inside there is a lot of skin to be seen, so I'll not be showing too much of this. But this does have the films that are in this one, if you can guess, they do feature a lot of the same subject. And I've got to say, the ones I've watched, 2 of them. I've watched Nude and the Moon, and I've watched Blaze Star Goes Nudist. Now that's called Blaze Star Goes Wild on the actual film, on the credits. And also Blaze Star, what a character she was. And there is a film that came out in the late 90s, I think, with Paul Newman in it. It's her life story, so I really think I need to check that one out after seeing this. But as you can see, these are of a certain type. But this was the one that was missing out of that box. And the quality of some of them are stunning. Some of them are a little bit lower on the quality. I think that's just down to the fact that they were got from a different source material. It was probably, I'm going to say, is that upside down? Yes. I was going to say that source material was more like VHS, but it still looks pretty good. So I'll have to be, like I say, be careful about this, about what's on here. But you do see all of those titles there from the 60s. Most of them are in colour. Some of the colours as well are absolutely fantastic. These are great. I won't show inside. You do get a booklet with it. But yeah, some of the stuff in there is, not going to be friendly to YouTube because, as you know, they don't like stuff like that. Anyway, so I thought I wanted to show you that one. The picture quality, like I say, on some of them is absolutely unreal. The colours on them really sort of just fly off the screen. The screenshots you're going to see is from Blaze Star. What a film that was. It was so... I mean, these are really cheaply done, but what I want to show you about this, I don't think I've shown anyone this one yet, and I didn't know this. There's something funny to do with this as well. When I show you another release stuff, because I went to town today, I picked up some good stuff, which I'll show briefly on here, but I will show on different videos coming up, and you'll know why when I show you them. But you see these here, I didn't know what these were, and if you look on there, you can see there's someone there as well. I don't think the light is going to show you that one. But what it is, if you look at this, these are the other two that I've got. So I've got the 3 of them now, the whole set. And if you look at this, which I didn't even think was a thing, these are magnetized. You can actually pick them up without dropping them in from the inside. It will hold them up. Crazy. This is, I'll keep them down here because there's something else I want to show you about that. But yeah, so that was the Daylight Years, and that's the whole set of the Doris Wishman ones in this format. There is some more from Vinegar Syndrome, which I will be getting because I'm having a blast with these films. They're so exploitational and cheap and nasty and different. So that's the films of Doris Wishman, the Daylight Years. Put that over there for something I'm going to show you in a minute. So when I was up in HMV today, I thought I'll have a look on the shelves and see what there's there. And I was mooching around and I was trying to find a few things which weren't there, unfortunately. Some of them were in Blu Ray, but I preferred the 4K format. Couldn't find them all. But anyway, as I was going along, I saw this one. Weirdly enough, I think it's coming on Sky Movies. It probably is on Sky Movies at the moment. I thought I'll have to watch that because I haven't seen it since I saw the pictures. Was it this year? Probably. And it is the Joker Folly A. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I'm not a big fan of steelbooks, but $12.99 for the 4K. Couldn't pass that up. It wasn't everyone's cup of tea. It's definitely different to the first one. The first one is much better, but this one, I don't know, I liked it. I mean, I saw the pictures and it was a decent watch, but I know it was a humongous flop. But yeah, I'm glad to get this, especially for that price. So why I wanted to keep Doris down here is because of this. I wouldn't care. I put them together and didn't realise that, well, obviously it's going to do that, isn't it? It's magnet. There you go. Does it hold it up? Yes, it does. So how odd is that? Anyway, thanks, Doris. Let's get into this. I don't know what the picture quality is like in this, obviously, because I haven't went through it. What I will do is, I've done with some of the other ones, I'll put the picture quality on the screen and you will see from there, and I'll put a little bit of a text message to say what I thought of it. So, nurse, what do I say? Barry's scalpel, please. Thank you very much. Deborah's using this today and she says, that's good, isn't it? I went, yeah, it is. Get your hands of it. Right. Got to be careful with this one because it is really, really sharp. Don't want to do anything to the cover of this. $12.99 for this is, I mean, there's no way of getting around it. It was a huge flop. But, well, that's a nice, I thought that was going to be a glossy one. These do come off, I can feel that. This is more like a matte steelbook. And does this come off there? Let's have a look. There's a J card off there. And I'll be putting it upstairs with the rest of my J cards. I don't really like to keep on these because when you take it out, you've got to keep taking this off and on. I don't like them when they're like that. I don't mind them if they're just like card and you just slot into them. I'll keep them on. But these ones with these sticky bits, just not a big fan of them. But I'll keep that upstairs somewhere. And obviously with the help of my good friend, Dave Ramsden, I'll be storing this in a protective box. This is the SCF ones. These are brilliant. They're amazing for steelbooks if you want to know. So here's the steelbook here. Tell you what, this is a nice steelbook. And here is the back of it. That's great, all that, isn't it? All that for nothing. Never mind. So there you go. And I'll put that in its protective case. They come in handy for most things with this size, with slip covers as well. So as always, a big thank you to my good friend Dave Ramsden and Jill. This means that this will be protected. SCF ones they are, from Steelbook Central. I'll leave a link down to their website down below if you want to go across and get it. But Dave's helped me out no end with these. So that's Joker, Folly A. Right, that's everything I've got in this haul. But when I was in HMV, I did spot another couple of things, which I'll show now, but I will show on a separate video. First of all, I saw this. Shatter, the Hammer. I would say it's the third release from Hammer, after Captain Kronos and also Four-Sided Triangle. But when I saw this, I thought, I couldn't believe it. I was thinking I was going to have to get this offline. I've slept on this one. I was going to get this like a couple of weeks ago. I think it's been out for a couple of weeks. But what I'll do is I'll do a separate unboxing for this one, because I haven't seen this one at all yet, but not even opened it. But I just wanted to give you a bit of a heads up as to what I've picked up as well. That's for a forthcoming video. That's a lovely release. I'll get a protector for that, and I'll tell you exactly what the protector is with that one. It should fit, because the last one, Four-Sided Triangle, had a protector that fitted it. So that's Shatter. And also, as we're leaving, behind the counter, I said to the bloke, there was something behind the counter. I says, how much is that? So he told us, and I went, So when I come back, now I was having a bit chitty chat with Deborah, and she said about this and that, about Father's Day and whatnot. And she says, what about that thing for Father's Day? And I went, so I said, go on then. You twisted me arm. Not that it needed much twisting. And I got this. I was really not expecting this to be in the shop. When I saw it, I was about to walk out, and it was behind the fella, and I said, can I just ask you how much? Now I know this is £60 to get it from Hammer, and I would have got it. That was my next purchase from them. But when I saw it there, and I thought, well, I don't have to pay P&P. I know this is in great condition. I've checked it out. Although I would say, to my horror, there is a slight tear in the shrink wrap, which isn't a problem, of course, because I'm going to put in some protectors on this. Speaking of protectors, here is the Captain Kronos set, which is absolutely brilliant. Now this here weighs a ton. I've got to say, I think this weighs even more. I'm going to put them together and see what they're like. Now this protector here is, if you want to know, it is a SCF 18. You can buy them in a pack of 2. And this one is, it's good. It's not the best one I've had, for like the likes of, like compactness, if that's a word. But it does its job. I do need to take that shrink wrap off. I keep saying that. But what a set this is. Absolutely stunning. So on the shelves, it'll look like this. So if you want to get them protected, like I say, it's not the snuggest of ones, but it still will get these ones protected. The best thing about this is, because I would hate to get this knocked because it's in perfect condition, as this one is. And when they're on the shelves, absolutely great. So the next one coming out in this format is going to be Quatermass 2. And I hope they put, I'm going to say, I would like them to keep with that font. If they, or their colour, should I say, if they put that font on there, that colour on there, if you put that font on there, and they put Quatermass 2, but they change it to green, I'd be happy with that. Because I think it does need to have colour changes. And as you know, at this point, you've got these ones here. You've got Shatter, and you've also got Four-Sided Triangle, which is upstairs. And that's them for the minute. There is another 2 of these to come out that haven't been announced yet. Quatermass 2 is coming out in this form. So that leaves 1 more of these ones before the end of the year. Now, what I'm thinking of is, I would love them to get either Dracula or Frankenstein out in this fashion, because I'm all for these type of things. I love this type of movies. I was surprised to see the Quatermass was in the big box. I thought it would be more in that type of box. But I'm not going to complain. The price is, that was £50 or 55. This is 60. I think, for me, I think 60 is more than enough to pay for these things. They are amazing special editions and collector's items. I'm not saying they're not. But I do think that maybe keep it at 60. That would be more than happy with that. This was 35. I'm thinking, was the Four-Sided Triangle, was that 35 or was it 30? I'm not too sure. I can't remember. But absolutely brilliant. So these collections are fantastic. long may they continue. And apparently Hammer said they are going to put many more out. So that is what I've picked up from HMV and whatnot recently. So just to recap, the Quatermass experiment, which is going to be a good solo unboxing, obviously. I'll go into that and I'll tell you about the picture quality. I know this has just come out actually. I was surprised because you never see these in the shops. It was behind the counter. And next up is Shatter, which I'll do a separate unboxing for that one. That looks, I've seen a couple of trailers for this. There's a couple of, the start of this film was online somewhere. And it looks pretty brutal actually, if I'm honest. Next is the Joker, Folly A. I keep thinking I've got it the wrong way up, but that's because they are like that, aren't they? Then, if I can get them separated, the final part of the Doris Wishman set. Also, Sea People, what a box that is. I haven't had a look at this yet, so I don't know what the screenshots will have been on, but I don't know what the picture quality is like with that. Next up, Pale Rider, brilliant, excellent picture quality, and probably the best picture quality that I know of. I haven't checked these two out yet, but I can't imagine them getting better than this one. This looks absolutely sensational. Right, so that's what I've got recently in my way of pickups. So once again, thanks so much for those really positive comments on my last video. So, thanks for watching, you take care, all of yous, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.